know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Yo, it's your boy Big M, a.k.a. The Double Pockets on, here with my co-host, Young Wayne Jetski.
Hello.
Producer Colin Cooper on the ones and twos, the real MVP of the podcast. We are 808s.
Who the fuck is this?
And we are
Page of me, your 546
back
in
with
the
the
morning.
traditional episode. Last time, chopping up with my guy, our guy, Rude Jude.
We haven't had a real recording in like 2 weeks.
I know. We had that one stashed in the chamber.
It's like we took a break. Like we were a couple that took a break.
It was generally the
back.
first week that
Give it a
we
fuck.
technically didn't record since we started.
Yeah, so that's what, April?
What has it been? Yeah.
Since April. Wow. Round of applause for us. For going this hard for this long every week and just ruining the streak. Nah, just kidding. We didn't ruin the streak.
Nah, we chopped it up with a legend, literally like one of my idols. Unreal.
I got a lot of good feedback on the Rude Jude interview, too. Like, a bunch of people hit me up that I didn't know were, like, Shade 45 radio listeners. Or, like, it also kind of helped me realize how big of a legend he is. They're like, yo, I love Rude Jude. He's all listened to on radio. I was like,
see, that's because
cool.
that's kind of I get it because I was one of those people. He has a very like cult following.
Yeah.
And he just is so fucking good. He does so much different. Like the one thing I wish I brought this up with him. I would have loved to. I'm such an idiot for not thinking of it. It happened so like last minute sort of. There's this segment he does called Black, White, or Other, where basically what he does, and it's so funny. He gets handed a crazy police blotter like scenario, like some shit happened.
Oh,
like for example, like it'd be like, oh, like a woman was like I'm just going off the dome, but it'd be like a woman was in a grocery store.
A woman, you mean?
Say for example,
You said a woman.
A woman, whatever. I'm high. A woman.
Okay, but grammar's still important.
Yeah, but I'm just talking out my ass right now.
Was it women?
Woman. A woman was in a grocery store, and she berated the the deli clerk for not giving her enough ham or something. Was like skipping her on the ham. Like, but it'd be like more. It's always like something that's way more crazier than that.
Yeah.
But just like something like that, and then he has to guess like, is it black, white? Was it like a black person,
steals
white person, or
hot Cheetos and Takis at the bodega?
Yeah, that's a simple one. These are simple ones
Black.
to guess. Like they're usually like some really crazy, funny ass ones, but yeah, they're shit like that. So you guess black, white, or other.
Yeah.
I went home. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's it, and you just like get, and he usually is pretty good at it. It's funny because they do the bells, they're like, they do like the ding.
We should play that game.
And I swear to God, no, and he does it like callers will do it too. Like callers call in and he'll do it like against them and stuff like that, or he'll do it himself and then like callers will do it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I went home and I listened to the audiobook of Hyena, which was fucking sick. So definitely go pick that up. But just crazy. 3.5 hours, like for a book that would take you probably like 2 weeks, 3 weeks to read.
Is it him reading it?
It's him reading it.
I mean,
so
like
it's even better because you get like his actual like persona telling the story.
In his voice.
It's fucking awesome though because each chapter, like it's not like an actual book where you're following a story. Each chapter are just different random stories.
So if you want to throw on like a chapter,
anything, you can listen to anything, and it's 3.5 hours. I listened to it in like 3 days just when I was like chilling at my place. It is fucking awesome. Like he's got another book out too.
Mockingbird, right?
Yeah, Mockingbird, which is also
no, it's Hummingbird.
Or Hummingbird, yeah, which is also on YouTube. So I'm gonna listen to that next, but definitely listen to it. It's fucking awesome.
See, because it's so crazy, like how much time you probably spent to write a book, and really you could just consume it as essentially like a 3.5 hour podcast.
Yeah, like if you were
that's pretty much what it
on
was.
a hungover Sunday cleaning your apartment, you could listen to that.
Exactly. I mean, fucking, there's people like fucking Mixtape, Joe Budden podcast. They put out like that
3.5
like
hours all the
podcast
time.
every fucking week. And he's just like the best storyteller in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like anytime he speaks, he just has to be like captivated. Like it was somebody, even the social clips, like it's like I'm literally just sitting there two-handed with the mic, just fucking.
Yes, I was just not talking.
I'm
the
just
whole time.
staring at him. I'm just like, this is literally the whole time I was sitting there. I was like, this is unbelievable.
I'm glad I got to make him chuckle when I said the stuff about syruping the pancake.
Yep.
He liked
Yo,
that,
him
and I
just
was
he's her fucking pancake titty.
Yeah.
Yo. And it's his fucking voice. He's like, slapped her fucking pancake titty right in the middle of my wound.
My open
Or
flesh wound. My open head wound. I was like, dragged it across my face. I was like, oh, this fix a bike ass hooker.
Yo, Colin doesn't get enough credit. Colin's definitely a good impression guy.
He is that was a great
Yo,
Rude
do
Jude
the
impression.
Peter Griffin. That's the one you did really well.
That was the best impression you've ever done.
All right, we rolling, Joe?
No, I need something like
No,
that's
he's
more
doing
distinct.
the whole thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is Roof. Roof shopping cart.
That was really good.
Oh my god.
I can't do any like specific
I'm
impression.
the
good.
worst
I can
impression.
do
like,
a lot of
im-
impressions.
like,
I'll throw some out randomly in some shows. I can do a lot
Give
of
us one more.
impersonations.
Give us one more.
Give us
yeah.
one more.
That's
Because
like a
guys
go-to.
that can do it, you can either do like none or like a lot.
Yeah, like Devlin can do a
Like
bunch. yeah.
PFT's good at impressions.
I can just do like impressions of
Eh,
different
give
races.
me like a one that you just even do good. That's like an easy one for you. Anything.
All right. I'm gonna finish my popcorn 1 second.
All right. Uh,
Yes,
Enjoy.
yeah, get
Enjoy.
it. It's
Enjoy the
ASMR.
popcorn. Little ASMR. Chew it up. Fuck it. I'll take one more hit off the pen.
Colin's pen got me fucking smacked like an hour ago in the middle of the day.
All right. Some people might know this guy Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, we're gonna give us a Gollum? Gollum used to fuck me up.
I would get on the floor and do it, but I don't really feel like getting in character.
You
so.
don't gotta
Go
get on
ahead.
the floor.
You're good.
We'll close our eyes and envision that you're on the floor.
Schmiegel.
You did both at the same time? I don't like that.
I could do a Wookiee too.
What the fuck? You're just like a walking voice box.
Yeah, you just can do everything.
I'm a soundboard. I'll give you one last one, then I'll let the people get back to the podcast. This is the morning dove.
Does that count as an impression?
No,
I
not
think it's a
impression.
sound-
That's
that was a
just
sound
yeah.
effect.
I said I'm a
That was-
soundboard.
That was
All
still
right, fair
cool
enough.
though.
Soundboard. Okay. Okay.
I would like to.
I mean, shit. I can't whistle.
I would like that sound to come out right before I come every time. Like the girls. Woo woo. And, and just, that'd be a fire ass sound effect to have your dick make before you
It
come.
sounds like a fucking It almost sounds like a bat call sort of.
Or any time a girl sees my dick, goes make that noise again. I take off my pants and just stare into her eyes.
Honestly, it kind of sounds like the noise like you make like in one of those like, I was gonna say one of those really intense like Asian like karate scenes, and the one just looks at the one, and that thing's over, and he's just staring down at him, real intense and deep, and the camera just fucking flashes to the other one, and he's staring all intense and deep the same way. You just see that's kind of like to me, it's like that sound is like the voice in their heads making, but that's what's making.
Like
on
when
the
you're ready
screen.
to unsheath your sword.
Do it again. See, I just can't do it justice. Give it one more time. Like just staring at the guy and he's just staring him down. Like, boom, back. Love that.
I'll also hit you with that.
That's
got it all.
That's the sound it makes when Zod jumps in the pool.
Yeah, 100%.
But all right.
We gotta get down to breast
Yeah,
tax.
This was not high thought.
Yeah, no, we are. I am high, but this is not the high thought segment. We'll get to that later on in the show. First, we need to talk about this. This actually just broke right before we recorded.
Probably like
this.
30 minutes or 40
Literally
minutes.
right.
after the article.
Literally right before we recorded.
Shout out
this.
TMZ.
We might as well. We were like the Lil Nas X stan podcast. I'm not gonna say we're stans, but we're like the
We're the
Tekashi's-
number one source of Tekashi.
Yeah,
news.
we're the number one source. I'm kind of smacked. The number one source of Tekashi 6ix9ine news. This man today reportedly signed a $10 million record deal. Yes, you heard me correctly. Tekashi 6ix9ine signed a $10 million record deal
from in jail
while in prison,
with the same label he was already signed to, 10K Projects, which
while
is
incarcerated.
the same label that Trippie Redd is still on.
Yup.
It's like it's not private. It's an independent label, but the guy who owns it, Elliot Grange, his dad is Lucian Grange, who owns UMG, Universal, who own everything. So it's like Parades is like an independent label, but this kid's like a billionaire.
I mean, it's great. It's a 2-album deal. It's just like, it's a record it's the largest record deal anyone's ever signed while incarcerated in the history of just.
Is that a
the
long
world.
list? Is there a long list of people who signed
Probably.
deals?
I mean, think a
incarcerated?
lot of them.
TK
do.
signed one when he was.
That's what I'm saying. A lot. If you think a lot, like not a lot, but I mean, like it's definitely happened, like here and there. Because I mean, there's been tons of rappers that go to jail and like say the record label just cuts you off while you're in jail. When you go to jail, when you get out, people know there's still gonna be like people out there waiting for you. If anything, the buzz around you goes crazy when you get out. Even, honestly, if your shit was not even like half-assed before you went in, but you had like a name, if you come out with some like serious fire when you get out,
You can pop for real.
you can pop for real.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's not an issue for
Yeah,
Tekashi
he's
because
already
he
fucking-
just wasn't in jail that long, and he just has he has millions and millions of listeners already, and just people that like his music and shit. I mean, a ton of people are not going to listen to his music anymore, but I would say the high majority will
Are still gonna
definitely
listen to it.
still be listening.
People who don't fuck with him are gonna listen to him.
I've said it
just they wanna
again.
hear it.
I've said it again and again. I've blogged it again and again. The people who didn't like Tekashi 6ix9ine are not going to affect his bottom line, because at the end of the day, if you didn't like him before, you already weren't listening to his music, but he already was still doing numbers.
Yeah.
And that's because all the people that like his music, they weren't the ones trashing him online. It was all these people who don't listen to him. And what's going to happen is he's going to get out. And in the reality, the big portion of his listeners are like 13 to 23-year-old white suburban kids. And guess what? Those kids would throw their best friend under the bus in a heartbeat, half of them would at least, to not get a simple possession marijuana ticket. Which is it's a parking violation. Half of them would do that. So they're like, Tekashi, they don't give a fuck.
Shit.
They don't give a fuck that he snitched. All they want to do is catch a vibe. They're going to continue to listen to him. They're going to continue to put money into his music, continue to stream it, continue to add it on Apple Music, all that shit. It's not going to, it's going to be no problem for him money-wise. The only thing is, the show thing is going to be weird.
Yeah.
I think a lot of venues probably won't want, I mean, he already was having issues with that beforehand. So I'd have to imagine that would even be more the case now. But I almost weirdly think that after a long period of time, he could maybe even get past that. I don't know. I don't know what the situation's going to be when he gets out and everything. He's probably going to get out in early 2020 range, first few months. Maybe after years, if things were just okay, that could calm down. But also, maybe in the first year, a bullet could just fly into his head.
I don't think it'll ever be okay. I just don't think he'll be able to perform. Someone
I think
at some point
he'll be
is
able
going
to
to
perform.
think about how many crazy
I
fans
don't-
Madonna has who want to kill her or some shit, how many death threats.
No,
or,
but this is
weird-
this is so
Okay, that's
different.
different.
This
But
is
I'm
a
saying when you're
snitch.
I know it's a snitch situation, but I'm saying the highest profile celebrities who have crazy people who actually probably try to assassinate them just off being crazy or whatever have full security teams working around the clock, and it's not out of the realm of possibility to think this kid will, and he'll be able to people want to kill the president. The president moves around granted it's Secret Service, but if he has a $10 million budget, he could allot $1 million a year.
Well, my thing, one of two things. One,
to security.
he denied the initial thing when he denied witness protection. It was on the basis that he would have 24-hour security for him and his immediate family.
No, he said he was going to pay for it, though, himself.
Is that 100%? He said that.
Because the Secret Service, you don't get to Secret Service. What's it called? Witness protection. You don't get to say I don't want witness protection, but I want the NYPD or whoever.
Well, but I'm
to
saying
protect me.
I didn't know if he was just asking for that because of the amount of cooperation that
He didn't ask
did.
for it. He just said I'm going to have to. No, I'm declining witness protection. I'm just going to have 24
So,
hours
but I'm
security.
saying, so with the security thing, you're saying he wasn't asking the government to
the
provide
government
that
has nothing
whatsoever.
to do with that.
Well, I mean, no, that makes a lot of sense, and I mean,
And he probably knew.
I would imagine part of that 10 million. I mean, it could even, who knows, that 10 million, it might not even be included.
project.
But
deal.
I'm saying it might part of the deal. It might not even be taken out of the 10 million. Part of the deal might be I'm signing this record deal, and you're also going to provide me with
yeah,
this,
I could totally see that.
with high. But I'm saying if he's smart, it needs to be high level security for himself, his mother, his daughter, everybody in his immediate family.
I think he's probably.
But
gonna move
there's
out to
also
LA
a weird
and live
part
in
of
the
me,
fucking compound.
If he has security, if he has legit serious security, he'll probably be able to just keep doing what he was doing. Not to the extent of the talking shit and all that.
No, I think.
But I think
will
he'll still be able to make music, move around, go out and shit, move around a little bit. I just think he's definitely not. I wouldn't imagine he's going to be someone that's going to be unless he just comes out and is insane. I would think there's some part of him that has to be humbled by this. I just can't see a scenario where he comes out with his chest just out, dick out, throw the biggest dick on the table kind of attitude like it was before.
I think I could see it. I could see it happening in a perfect world if what the situation was supposed to play out as in his mind play out. I think that the record deal getting leaked, this information coming out, is very bad for him because he hasn't been sentenced yet. So I don't know then if the court can put some type of stipulation on his sentencing saying that you can't use music to promote gang violence or promote violence or do they could say
They could do that. But
so this could be fucking up the record.
No. But I think that was gonna happen regardless. Because I think him getting it being $10 million obviously crazy, and it happening so soon is crazy. But I think him getting a record deal was inevitable.
Yeah, I
didn't think it was gonna be $10 million, and I didn't think it would be right now.
I'm saying the court hearing about this might fuck this up, and what if they say you can't make music?
But I don't think they can do that because that goes against.
They
the
said
whole,
Hunter Moore couldn't use the internet.
Yeah, but using.
Well, he also took a plea. He plead out though, so I don't.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's a difference because like it's literally what he does for a living. Like I don't think because there's just a right in America. Like there's an act like you have the right to make you have a right to make a living.
Okay, well this Hunter Moore kid who can't use the internet had a fucking website where people posted news and that was making him money.
But that's like directly that's directly illegal.
Can you say everything he just snitched about? His music was promoting.
But I'm saying the actual act of him rapping like that was not illegal. Like
okay,
posting those pictures, literally the act of posting the pictures is illegal. Mm-hmm. The act of Tekashi just rapping, just rapping anything is not illegal.
True.
The content might promote it, but it's not like I could see them giving him a stipulation where they already were you can't say before he was even in jail, you can't say Treyway, all this shit. So I could see that definitely being a part of it, and I could see them like we've talked about before. I could see them limiting his social media usage. And the way he would, and that's why I think he's not going to be as have all this just crazy fucking shit talk on Instagram.
I think if he comes out and they don't have any type of way to kind of filter or censor what he says or say he can't post this or say that, if there's no reins being pulled on him by law enforcement once he is sentenced, as far as music and what he can do online, I think he's gonna come out and just tell everybody suck his dick and not give a fuck, and everyone's gonna fucking eat it up because regardless of if he's his music is that inspiring, he's the most entertaining person in hip hop.
I've always seen
100% the most. When he's in the game, it's hip hop he's the most entertaining person in hip hop.
I see him genuinely as more of an entertainer than I do a rapper.
Yeah,
he's just an entertainer. Even when you watch him perform, there's videos even before when he performs, it is insane. But my thing is, I don't he still, in reality, is going to lose a lot of people that fuck to him. That's just the truth.
I think he already did.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's lost a lot of people already. I think he's going to have enough to continue to make money. But my thing is, when the streets don't fuck with you, it's a tough world in the rap game. I think, monetarily, he'll be fine. But I'm saying, one, he's not going to get any features. A lot of people are not, no one's going to want to work with him. No one's going to want to perform at anything that he's at. Think about doing, a Rolling Loud. None of the A-list people would want to perform if Tekashi was performing. I don't think. I think a lot of them wouldn't want to.
Yeah, I don't think he won't get booked at a festival like that, probably.
I think he's really going to have to hope he makes a lot of money off the music.
He's going to tour overseas in fucking Latin America.
That's what he's going to have to do.
His reggaeton shit is going to go.
He'll make plenty of money doing that. Because I don't think they're going to, I wonder how overseas people, as much as they do love, our music and shit, I wonder how in touch they are with the pop culture of it.
I don't know.
That's interesting to me.
That'll be interesting to see with the Spanish shit, because the deal is for one Spanish album, one English album.
Really? That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But I don't know if, the Spanish people, people in Puerto Rico, Mexico, Dominican Republic, give a shit that he snitched. I don't know if they're that ingrained in the street culture. They probably just like that someone who looks like them is popping in America.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
No, absolutely.
Because they're in fucking
a country like that, a country like Mexico, where he's from Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was born in America, but
he's Mexico. I've seen videos of him going back and shit, and they just just to see someone from their country just be make it that big. You see even just Andy Ruiz, the heavyweight champ, he is literally a god.
I know.
He is a god now. And he's the guy who a couple months ago, he was just a normal just a regular boxer, didn't even have that many followers on Twitter, Instagram, all that shit. Becomes a heavyweight champ. Dave did the pizza review with him. Dave said it was one of the biggest scenes he'd ever had for a pizza review.
Because everyone was just running off.
It's the fucking heavyweight champ of the world. Especially, it doesn't mean. I just definitely burped him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you see the comment on the someone left a review for us?
What did they say?
It's so.
No, I know what it is. It was about Jetski just burping the mic and acting
They're
like it didn't happen.
yeah.
So I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
That was a very slim one. I burped in the mic and I apologize to the 808 Smoke Break listeners.
Damn, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that did happen. But just
Sorry.
how big of a deal it is with Andy Ruiz, and how he literally was training at fucking Mendez, where the Rough and Rowdy people train, where our
Andy
people,
Ruiz was?
Yeah, for the week. Not his whole time.
Like it wasn't like his full time.
Leading up to the fight with Joshua.
I just burped and I didn't do it into the mic, so fuck you, whoever left that comment. I have
no,
manners.
he's good peoples. He's good peoples. He's a listener. Relax,
All right, then,
guy.
Sorry, not fuck you.
Yo, take it easy, guy. Listen
I apologize.
to you.
I fucking apologize.
Jesus. But yeah, now I'm out here talking about my unit king, Andy Ruiz, the heavyweight champion of the world.
But yeah, he's gonna sell. Takashi's gonna sell overseas.
Remember when we shot the Fat Guy Facts, Andy Ruiz?
We did. We shot it
at Mendez.
We shot it at Mendez.
Would you go to a Tekashi show, the first Tekashi show in New York?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, I think it's
because you're so ingrained in in the gangbang culture.
No,
I think it's a bad look for my street cred.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I'd be nervous.
You're a journalist.
I think it's a bad look for my street cred.
I think.
I'd go. I'd only go as a journalist. If I went, it'd be as a journalist.
I'd go as a journalist as well.
But actually though.
Yeah, I would go with that would be a great fucking video. Go with a man on the street at the Tekashi concert.
That actually would be good. I will do that.
You ask everybody.
But I don't know if he'll perform in New York. That's the biggest thing. I don't know if he'll be able to perform
In New York. Maybe not, because that's actually where this shit just happened.
That's
People
what
he
I'm
sent
saying.
to jail are just in New York.
I just don't. Like you said, all his touring I think is going to be overseas, which he pretty much was already doing that anyway. They already weren't letting him perform
anywhere anyway.
A ton of places before he was even in jail. But that's my thing. I could see the record label getting his ear and being like, "Yo, when you come out, relax some, relax."
I can't believe they gave him $10 million. I don't know, but that just means
he does. He has the fan base. He has the numbers.
When he first got arrested, then he was gonna forfeit all over his bank account so that he wouldn't be a flight risk. They said he had 1.7 million in his bank, which is a lot. And plus, I don't know how much money and jewelry on him, whatever. So I wonder how much the label made off of him, because if after coming out of jail, they're willing to give him $10 million. They probably made fucking 25 million.
Oh my god, he was a gold mine, dude. He was a gold mine. Everything he did just had eyes on it. Everything he did attracted views.
So you got to think a $10 million advance. That means they're expecting to make at least.
But is that a $10 million advance, or is that $10 million for the length of the contract?
No, it's two projects. That's how the deal.
But I'm saying But are you saying he's getting $10 million up front
for 2 projects? Yeah.
When they're both done.
And I don't know how it's probably $5 million one project, $5 million the next.
That's
project.
what I would think.
Yeah. So he's gonna get whatever upon signing, I guess. Probably for the first project, and once his
shit too, he's gonna do that shit so easily.
You think he's gonna get?
all his songs are 2 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. He makes 2-minute songs, and the lyrics are just very.
So you think it's not out of the realm of possibility?
He's very hook based
for him to make $5 million for the label one project, $5 million for the label another project, easy.
Yeah, kinda.
I think so too. When you break it down, that's when you realize,
dude,
if a rapper has value.
He literally would make. I think it was on Angie Martinez. He literally was making the break about the song Fifi. He was like, "Yo, she got that wet, got that drip, got that super, so got hit," and literally just laughing. He was like, "Yo, this shit is so easy." He was like, "This shit take he was like,
what did I just say?"
He was like, "What the fuck did I even just?" That's literally what he said. He was like, "What the fuck did I even just say?" That shit is so fucking easy. Bang, he's like, million. That's a mil. It's crazy. Imagine now that's taking me to even another place where I'm just imagine that kind of power that you can go up on the booth and just be like, I'm just gonna rap some bullshit and I'm about to make probably 7 figures off it.
Well, I don't know if he made 7 figures off that song.
No, I'm just saying in general though, maybe, but whatever. You're gonna make a ton of money off it.
Depends how you're
dude, Fifi, Fifi was the #1 song in the country, and that's with Nicki.
Yeah, but he wasn't making
I'm not saying
he made so much more money if this deal's real than he was gonna make for the next 2 years.
No, but I think
or before if he didn't get
no,
locked
I
up.
agree.
I don't think he was definitely was not in a good deal when he first started.
No, I agree, but I also think he spent a ton of money.
I don't think so. I don't think he bought any of that jewelry. He didn't buy any of that jewelry. It was in terms of promotion.
But I'm saying all the money he was given to fucking all these guys. I'm not saying he was giving them millions.
Yeah.
But given all that money, I'm sure he still was spending mad money on them and shit, bringing them all over the country, all security.
Oh, of course.
All that kind of stuff. That's all money.
Well, I don't know if. No, I would definitely. Yeah, I guess you're right.
I 100% agree. The money he's gonna make from this deal, I'm sure, is way more than he's made. Period.
100%.
Period. But I think he's still, for him to have, having 1.7 in your bank
is crazy.
Is a lot, considering I'm sure he had to have had a house. I would think.
I think probably renting one.
You think? I don't know. I have no idea.
He had a house in Long Island, I'm pretty sure, but I think he was renting.
That makes sense. But yeah, fucking Tekashi.
He might come out swinging. You never know. This is, and he hasn't even
with 8 figures. And with 8 figures.
That's fucked up. And we haven't even seen him or heard of him like his actual voice besides leaked fucking footage. He's done no interviews from jail.
That's gonna be the crazy thing, like when you finally really get to see him
song that he
in
puts
the
out.
flesh for
You know,
the
everyone's
first
gonna
time.
like him, hate him. I know you said people that don't fuck with him aren't gonna stream his music. But
They're gonna listen to that first song,
of course.
That first song might be the most streamed song like of all time.
The YouTube
For, like,
music
that
video will
first
break
day.
the internet.
Oh my god! Like the first song he puts out, literally the world is going to explode.
Dude, how is he so untouchable? Like he just fucks up and he's just like.
Dude, I wrote. I think I wrote it in the blog. I think it. Well, when we're recording this, it should be definitely out now. But I think I said, I don't think we've ever seen a human being who has made more bad decisions, like done more like dumb shit, like has the ball like bounced away from him, like fucked over everyone, and still somehow is like
Wins.
just wins and comes. And so unlikable, completely unlikable. Just like not a good guy.
He's
Has made
unlikable but likable.
He's polarizing.
Polarizing.
That's what I call polarizing. When the people who hate you,
Can't stop watching.
honestly, it's really the people that hate you listen to you more than I think it was all. They always say this about the Howard Stern show. Like people that like the show listen to like 50% of it, and people who like say they hate him listen to like 75 or like those numbers are probably fucked up. But like the people who hate you honestly tune in more because they love to hate you. They love to hate you.
Hate's
And
a
they
beautiful
love,
thing.
Like they love to hate Tekashi. They would say love and hate is the same thing.
But hate is more powerful, I think.
I think it might have been Big Sean who said this. I'll say a wise person said this. I think you can only hate someone that you have loved.
You hate your ex-girlfriend?
I don't think it makes sense in the Tekashi thing. But I think those two feelings are kind of like parallel, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, for sure.
Like they're like mirror images.
You gotta hate. You gotta hate someone
Like I
to
think
get over
hate
loving
is
them.
such a strong hate is such a strong thing. Like to genuinely hate, it just has such like a vice grip over your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And love is the same way.
I love love.
That was deep.
You like
It's
that?
beautiful. Maybe
Also, I was
maybe
gonna say
love and
too
hate, it's
the
a-
Snoop Dogg line: "If you believe in your ex, you'll be relieving your stress."
Ooh.
I might have to patent that quote. I think I just made that. Love and hate, it just has a vice grip on your emotions. I thought that was good.
Get it tatted on your thigh.
I don't have any tattoos.
Would you ever get one?
No tats, but the ink on my money's still wet. Shout out
that.
to Drake. Shout out Drake.
That was a bar.
That's whenever big tattoo guy says that too. That's what you say. No tats, but the ink on my money's still wet, bitch.
All right, we're on the topic of bars now. After you dropped the bar line, who do you have in this Shaq Dame Lillard debate or face off?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you this. Shaq Diesel is my guy from day one.
Can't hate
The
Shaq.
big Shaqtus, the big Aristotle, the most dominant big man, maybe player at his peak in the history of the NBA of basketball.
I wouldn't even say big man. I said the most dominant player.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Player, period.
period. Yeah.
In his prime. No one can guard him. He was giving you 35 and 15 in his sleep, dunking on your skull, breaking backboards. But Dame Dollars is just a way better rapper.
I 100%
Damian Lillard
agree.
is just a better rapper.
Yeah.
We listened to fucking the Shaq disc before this, the second one. A minute and a half in, I was just asleep. I was asleep. I was sleeping. It's just boring. It's just the bars were fine, I guess.
Yeah.
For someone who doesn't rap, they were fine. I don't think he's like the most atrocious rapper I've ever heard.
He does have a platinum song though.
Because he's Shaq. Like he's just Shaq. I think Gronk could have a platinum song.
I don't know about that. I think
Maybe not platinum.
not platinum. But
Shaq
Shaq was like
also
signed to
is bigger
Jive
than
Records
Gronk.
and shit. Like
But
he
I'm
was
saying, like-
a real rapper for a little bit.
But like, I'll take back the Gronk could have a platinum song. I think Gronk could have a gold song. Maybe even bronze.
500,000 units. I guess so. I just don't think. I think nothing. I don't
If it
think
was
so.
catchy enough.
I don't think any. No, I don't think so at all. Actually, I don't think anything Gronk can put out would be.
Also,
musically
but also
palatable.
when he went
Gold
when,
is a lot of
when
records.
when Shaq went platinum, it was different.
Yeah, it was harder. People were buying.
No, but at that time that was your only option. So like everyone did it.
What bought the record?
Yeah, like everyone just bought it. Like that was your only. That
He
was
had
the
songs
only.
like Tribe Called Quest.
That was
and
the
shit,
only
like
way
Fight
you.
Dog.
Yeah, that was the only way you could literally listen to the music. Like now it's
Okay, yeah,
so
but
out of our brains.
but
'cause
then
it's so
Gronk,
readily accessible.
If Gronk was a tight end in fucking 1991, he would never have a song. So like him, you would think that he could do this because of streaming, as you're saying, where it would be possible.
No, I'm gonna rewind on the Gronk. I would pick someone else actually, even though he would be like a good candidate.
Dude, he would not be a good candidate. Gronk would be terrible.
No, I'm saying
music-wise.
he's just
He can't
universal.
speak.
But I'm saying he's just very. What are you talking? It has nothing to do with that. I'm just saying just someone who's just like such like an iconic. Brady, I think could potentially.
No, he could not.
But I'm
Tom
saying
Brady
dude,
can't rap.
but I'm not saying he like. Shaq isn't a good rapper. What do you mean?
Shaq is not a bad rapper. In his prime, if you listen to his shit from the 90s, he's actually good. And with the flow, he just is rapping like a boom bap 90s rapper in that song. That's why it's different.
I'm just saying,
not
I
hard
think
bars.
someone with that kind of like presence. I'm saying if someone wrote it for him, someone fucked with their voice.
Why
like,
did you just pick two
makes-
fucking white guys in the Patriots? Like, pick any fucking like hood black dude to be your athlete rapper.
But I'm saying, no, because I'm trying to think of people that are genuinely like really like super iconic athletes, like big like Shaq is just like an iconic.
Mello.
figure.
If Mello just came out of nowhere, was a fire ass spitter. Because
It would have to. No, but I'm saying.
back when
no, but I'm saying it's not that fire. Like Shaq shit wasn't that fire.
Oh, I don't think this Shaq diss was fire at all. I'm just saying that he is a good rapper. Like, and for his
He's
time,
okay.
when he was making music during his time,
He's okay.
It
at
was
rapping.
it was good.
I
music.
wouldn't even go as far as saying like good.
Have you heard his old songs?
They're whatever.
He has some that are fire, and that whole like kind of Tribe Called Quest, Far
don't
Side,
know.
boom
I
bap
don't
stage, like
know.
not even that boom bappy, but like 90s rap stage. His shit was like really.
Like I'm just saying.
on par with.
I'm just saying.
like,
I'm
real
not
music
like.
out there.
Like God bless him, he went platinum. That's cool. I'm not like super. Like I think that's more about him being Shaq than the actual music.
I think he is a top 5 athlete rapper of all time.
I guess.
I'll give you my top 5. I wrote a blog about this.
I mean, you literally have to just because
Not on
he's
Barstool.
probably the only one that's went platinum. Yeah.
No, the number one athlete rapper has gone platinum many times.
Who?
Master P.
Uh,
Master P played in the NBA.
I guess.
He's the best rapper
I
athlete.
guess
that
that
ever lived.
that's
just by accolades.
That's but that's like he doesn't like. I don't,
I'm saying I'm
like,
not
he's,
saying necessarily.
Like,
spirit,
he's like
spirit,
he's
spitting
a
ability.
rapper. Like he's a music guy. He's not like a real athlete.
He played for the Raptors for 2 years.
So I'm saying he's like.
I'll give you my top 5. So my top 5: Roy Jones Jr. I'm going off the strength that can't be touched. I'm not saying like bars. I'm saying like I'm putting into effect who had the biggest cultural impact like as a rapper athlete. So Roy Jones Jr. number 5. Number 4, Iman Shumpert. I actually put and then when I wrote this blog back 2 years ago on my old website jorbtour.com, I actually wrote Dame Dollar ahead behind Shaq.
Yeah, Shumpert could rap a little bit.
I have put Dame Dollar at 3, Shaq at 2. I would switch this now. I would put Shaq at 3, Dame Dollar at 2, and then number 1, Master P.
See, Dame Dollar, I remember he went on Sway in this freestyle. He spit on Sway. It was really good.
Yeah.
He's smooth. Like, Dame is very smooth.
He's a very smooth delivery. Dame could be could have been like a legitimate rapper right now. So this is where I agree with you. I don't know if Shaq would have ever had the opportunity to be a rapper had he not been Shaq.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
Dame is lyrically good enough right now with this internet age, like where if he wasn't an athlete, he could have a song pop off on SoundCloud.
I
and get
agree.
signed.
No, I agree 100%.
With Shaq, it would have been hard if you did a record deal without being
I
Shaq.
agree in terms of I think Dame, like you said, like I think if they both were just like not good athletes at all and they were just normal people, Dame would have a way better chance of actually like making something with it.
100%.
Because I think Dame, like I don't think Dame would ever be. I mean, maybe if he put all his time into rap, I don't see him ever being like he would be this like A-list rapper.
But I think he gets signed.
But
or,
I
like,
think he has
have
enough
a career.
skill that he could make like a career out of it.
100%, I agree.
I think potentially.
You know who else is not bad? Cole Beasley isn't bad. He's kind of corny, but
He's corny as shit. I've heard his
but
shit.
he can rap.
No, yeah, he's
he can
capable
rap.
of rapping the flow and everything. He just raps really like corny.
Cole
as shit.
Beasley or Le'Veon?
Le'Veon just had a principle. Cole Beasley.
Just because
too
Le'Veon
corny.
sounds like Amigos.
He's too corny.
Yeah,
Le'Veon, and let me say this: Le'Veon is not a good rapper at all.
I agree with that as well. I don't
He's
think
not. But I can't. I mentally can't have Cole Beasley rapping about like religion and shit.
I
can't listen.
This
to
is
that.
what
I'm
I
sorry.
quoted
I
in
can't
this
do it.
article about why I didn't really like Cole Beasley's
He's capable
shit.
of keeping a flow, spitting bars.
Le'Veon, you're saying?
No.
Cole Beasley?
Like,
Yeah.
but he's just like he raps about the corniest, wackest shit.
I said his music's not really my cup of tea. I said his whole I'd rather
doesn't
spend my
curse.
money on college funds for my kids than a Johnny Dang chain mantra is not something I get tickled pink by. I like my rappers to flex the fact they spent the entirety of their record deal advance on a diamond encrusted necklace and not their 401k. Which
Exactly.
you agree?
Exactly.
I don't want to hear that you're like saving your money. Like I'm sorry, this is rap. Like I don't care that like you got a trust fund for your kids now. Just shut the fuck up and
Yeah, like,
go buy a diamond choker.
That's what I'm saying. Like throw fucking.
Especially if you're a white guy. Like, don't be a white guy like finessing, saying how financially secure you are. Like, that's just corny as fuck.
Yeah, fuck out. I didn't like Cole Beasley as a Dallas Cowboy. I don't like him as a Buffalo Bill. Although he was trash on the Cowboys, which I did like.
Shump.
He ain't it.
What about Shump?
I like Shumper.
Shump has bars. I think we talked about a song of his a couple weeks ago.
He's not. Is he still with Tiana Taylor?
No,
he's
we
not
discussed
anymore,
that
right?
Too. That's an
They have
L
a
for
kid
him.
together, right?
Oh, so they're always together then.
I think I could be wrong. I thought they do though.
No, they
I might be
definitely have a
wrong.
kid. They might have two, to be honest with you.
I still remember Shumpert when he was back in the day when the year we actually were like good.
The Knicks
with like Melo and
2011 probably or
12. Melo, JR, Tyson Chandler, all that. And I remember this
The
fucking
year after Jeremy Lin, right?
Yeah, and the year this fucking dunk he had. I think it was against the Pacers. It might even been in the playoffs. And he had this dunk. It was one of those like jump shot hits off back iron. And I don't know like what happened. It was one of those moments where God just like touched him. It was just like you're gonna like just make an amazing play.
You're gonna fly, baby.
And he just so instinctively, like, it was like he was running before the shot even hit the back iron, and he came and jumped up, and like Jordan logo cocked it like way back beyond the side, like caught it midair off the rim, and yammed it. And it was one of the I think one of the most slept on dunks I've ever seen.
He won a chip with the Cavs, right?
Yeah, he did.
Shout out, Shaq. That makes me. He did.
Yes.
Yeah.
They traded for
And
him.
JR
like
did
that
too.
year.
That actually made my heart.
No,
really
I love
warm.
that JR.
I love that JR Smith won
wanted,
a fucking
no,
championship.
No homo. I wanted JR to just keep his shirt off for a whole year, just with a championship ring on.
Yep.
I want him to just walk around with the backwards NBA Finals snapback, fucking no shirt, fuck a shirt, only tattoos, ring on his finger, bang, JR.
Knicks era JR when it was like he would come out and shoot like
He won Sixth Man of the Year that year. He was great.
But that was like that.
Then he sucked in the playoffs.
Yeah, but that year he would go like one night during the week he'd go like 2 for fucking 16, and the next night he'd bang like 8 threes.
Yeah.
I loved it. That was like the epitome
And
of like
he
being
just was
like
such
a New Yorker.
That year he had a bunch of buzzer beaters to win games.
Yep.
I remember he got suspended for a playoff game because he like backhanded Kelly Olynyk, which I thought was funny. He's a little bitch.
And he was DMing the girl if she wanted to get the pipe after the game.
Fucking Jelly Olynyk. He's a fucking bitch. And I remember, so funny, very funny. I think decently well-known fun fact about J.R. Smith. He's a scratch golfer.
I heard that he didn't golf until he was in the league, right? Obviously, yeah.
Which meaning for those people who don't golf, he shoots basically par, like consistently, which is unbelievably
That's
good.
nuts.
And they said when he was a Knick, which this actually is wild, he used to play 36 holes of golf during the day and then just like go to MSG and play a game for the Knicks. Play 2 full rounds of golf.
When you're a freak athlete, you're a freak athlete. It doesn't matter what you do.
But that's insane. I'm sure he was on a cart, but still, that's like to go play 36 holes of golf and then just go play an NBA basketball game is bananas.
He's a freak, dude.
Bananas.
People forget how sick he was like on the Nuggets too, just as a dunker in the beginning of his career. That's all people really like.
Think about
the
team of just hoodlums that team had. They had Melo, him, AI, and Kenyon Martin.
Forgot about Kmart,
The 4 of them on the same team, and that's a young
in the powder blue Denver jerseys.
And that's a young Melo, a young JR. People forget JR came straight out of high school.
Yeah.
Young Melo, young JR, with like a 30-year-old AI with hella money, and the old Kenyon.
He might have been almost bankrupt at that point.
Nah, but they were still good that year though.
I'm saying
they
AI.
He made All-Star team or 2 as a Denver Nugget. They went to the conference championship. They went to the Western Conference.
Really?
Yeah, they went to.
How many years did he play there? 3?
I think 2 or 3. They went because that's what I always roast Chris Paul. I'm Team Melo over Chris Paul because I think Chris Paul gets this great rap. Melo's been farther in the playoffs. Well, not anymore. Not after last year when Houston was in the conference finals, but before last year, Melo had made it farther in the playoffs than Chris Paul had in his career.
Hey.
I think Chris Paul is one of the most overrated players in the history of the NBA.
I can see it. I think that Melo is one of the most unfortunate players in the NBA.
I do too.
Like he just
I do too.
Did not get a good shake of it.
I just think the way his career is ending off sucks. Because
dick.
he's like legitimately an all-time great scorer, definitely a Hall of Famer, which I think he will be. But I think people that put, for example, this is how I would say it. I think people that would put like Chris Paul in a class above him or way above him is stupid. I think they're like easily the same. They're like, if anything, the same. I think they have to be considered in the same realm of player.
All right. While we're
Chris Paul.
on the topic of professional sports, I brought this up to you before we started recording. A story that was, I think, at the beginning of this week or late last week, but there's a professional athlete that just came out with a jarring news story that he's a virgin. Tyler Lockett, Seahawks wide receiver, beast on the field,
Monster.
released a poetry book, and within it, he details how he's a virgin and how he's saving himself from marriage. I think he's like 28, maybe.
Oh yeah, he's been in the league for a minute.
Yeah, he's obviously Russ's number one option in the passing game. But me and my friends were talking about it, and we're just like, what the fuck? Like, my buddy said Tyler Lockett has all these millions of dollars, an elite athlete, and his dick has never been inside some warm, wet puss. And I said, his balls probably weigh like fucking 15 pounds. That's probably why he's so good. Because he's so angry all the time running around because he can't nut.
The amount of testosterone he has built up in his body just is like a catalyst for him to just be an unbelievable football player.
His muscles are filled with cum.
Honestly, fuck the
He
millions of
jerks
dollars.
off, dude. It's not like he doesn't jerk off.
How do you know that he jerks off?
Dude, you have to.
He probably just has
people-
nocturnal emissions
people-
like Mantis and
people-
comes in his pants before
People
every
that
game.
don't jerk off for like religious reasons, or people that don't have sex like for religious reasons, they also don't jerk off.
I just don't. I don't
Not
buy
all
that.
of them
That's
all the time.
bullshit.
A lot of them.
That's what they say they don't,
ones
but
that
then
are-
they get behind the
but I'm
closed
saying
door and
ones
they
that are
do it.
hardcore, they really don't.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well,
They
Tim
legitimately, like,
Tebow's
they
a
don't
virgin,
know.
bro. You believe that?
No, Tim Tebow does anal.
I think Tim Tebow actually is a virgin. I think he might be gay.
No shit. I could see that, but
He
like I don't think
definitely
he's a virgin.
hates himself if he's gay then because he's such a Christian.
I don't think he's actually gay. He just a little bit has the gay voice, sort of, just a little bit.
He's too Christian to make like he's too in touch with his feelings and like too Christian and like too passionate and cries about football. I'm just like, you gotta fuck a pussy and realize there's like, more important stuff than throwing touchdowns.
That's where Tim Tebow gets his intensity.
Yeah, his balls.
All his teammates are out just busting nuts all over the blondes.
He's
on
like,
campus.
I can't come. I love God.
He's just like, I'm gonna drill my fucking shoulder through your chest plate, and I'm gonna score this touchdown, and my team's gonna win a championship.
Or he's gonna cry on the
And
side
then after
when
he's
Alabama
gonna fuck
wins.
the trophy and not come.
Do you think he just edges himself? He just gets to the point where he's gonna come and he just like he'll just like fuck a Bible. He'll just like fuck a Bible like
He's like,
fucking John 3:16. He's about to nut and he goes, "No, Satan, I won't do it now." And that's all he does, and that's how he harnesses the power to fucking
He just
throw for a
stops.
mile.
I bet he does that, and then he goes and works out.
Yeah, that's why he's so big. Tim
He
Tebow is
he
huge.
brings himself to the brink of coming. He doesn't come, and then he just goes and just lifts a bunch of weight and just like screams in his weight room.
Do you think it's like? I mean, Tyler Lockett can do whatever he wants. It's his religious affiliation, his like what his ties, and you live your life. But I think it's a fucking god awful, no pun intended, shame that you're a professional athlete with millions of dollars. He's a handsome dude living in a big city, and you're not fucking.
See, my thing is, I think you're even giving him like I think you're going too far ahead in the story. My thing is, like, he's been rich and all this. He's had money, whatever. This man, I believe, spent 4 years at Kansas State as the best player on the football team, with co-eds that probably were throwing their pussy in his
Is that
face.
Midwestern? Is Kansas
Kansas,
is
those
considered
towns.
Midwest?
Yes.
Yes, it's Midwest as it gets. Kansas is Midwest. And you have all these probably beautiful
Blonde, white
college
girls.
girls who want to suck the skin off his dick. The best football player on their entire team. The one Kansas State, they have guys go to the NFL, obviously, but they're not like an NFL breeding ground.
Yeah.
This guy, he is the best player they had. He was like a Heisman.
Jordy Nelson went to K-State, right?
Yeah, like when Lockett was there, he was like a legit Heisman candidate his last year. He was phenomenal. And for him to have go through all that for all those years, and have probably just endless amount of pussy thrown at him, and he said no to every single one.
Stronger man than I.
Stronger man than I think we've ever seen on this earth.
That's why he's so good, I guess. Is the key to
That's
professional
what it
sports
takes.
then?
See,
Not having
discipline.
sex? Like that's the discipline? Yeah, I know it's discipline.
My high school football coach used to deadass tell us not to jerk off the night before games or the day of.
I was the opposite. I'd like to jerk off because I felt I would be less anxious and more
I like
relaxed.
to jerk off just because like I fucking.
That's why I didn't
I'm
go
a
all
grown
county.
man and I just need that shit.
Yeah.
But also at that time I was not a grown man. I was a child, but I still needed that shit. When I was 16 years old before a varsity football game, I was probably gonna rub one out the night before, probably even the day of. If we're playing at 3 o'clock, I probably had to be there at like 10, 11. I probably rubbed one out when I woke up. Let's be honest.
Oh, you're losing some tea though.
Yeah, but like you wake up with morning wood, I'm rubbing one out.
No.
I'm just doing it.
Yeah, no,
I'm doing it. I need it.
Tyler Lockett said that his girlfriend is like okay with waiting till marriage. I assume that means
Yeah,
like
she's fucking other dudes and cashing out.
No, I don't think she's fucking other dudes. I mean she's probably fucked before, and if he's got a bad
No shit.
if he's got like a bad bitch, like, I guess like if from his perspective, like he can wait. But like I feel like you don't want to risk getting some whack pussy for the rest of your life. You know?
Yo, that's so true. That's so true.
Imagine like you got this bad bitch who's also
it's
a virgin.
I mean, it's like buying a car before you test drive it, then you drive the car and you just don't like the way it rides.
Yeah, dude. When,
that's a
waiting
bad,
for marriage
bad
is
thing.
fucking stupid.
Imagine he gets in there and he gets in there one time and he's like, "Yo, this pussy is trash."
I mean, it's not like he's gonna.
He's
know.
like, "This pussy is
But what
trash.
if she got
What
the,
did
what if
I
she got
do?
the stink?
What
You know
did
what I'm
I
saying?
do?"
If she has smelly.
No, but I don't
want no
wouldn't be
smelly.
worried about that with him. I think he'd be more about just
So is he strictly like no or nothing?
like he's
All I
never
know
had
is he's
sex.
a virgin.
Well, yeah, he said he's a virgin.
He's
That-
never had.
no, but
vaginal
I'm saying
definition.
it's like okay, so
maybe gets my friend.
maybe
my
they
friend
do like
John
top each other off.
gets mad blowjobs. He doesn't have sex though.
I would
he's
sign
a
up.
virgin
I would
by
sign
choice.
up for that.
100%. And he gets head all
I would
the time.
sign up with that.
Shout out
for
John
that.
Theo. You probably be mad that I shouted you out, but you get mad blowjobs.
Right now, if you gave me a pen and paper and signed up for blowjobs and never sex again, I'd do it in a second.
Girls suck at giving head. You're a liar.
Not do it in a second. Dude.
I would not do it.
Then rather put in the
I
work.
haven't.
Yeah,
I
but-
haven't came from just a blowjob since.
Well, you got to take
2015.
control. It's because you let her do it.
Since 2015.
See, that's bad. You
I
got to let.
swear to God, a girl's not made me come from just a blowjob since 2015.
You've been getting some whack
Yeah,
girls.
that's bad.
Maybe I've honestly.
Okay, it's a combination
Honestly,
of two
I feel
things.
like I've gotten kind of lucky lately. But I mean, I told you the girl that I guess the last girl that yeah, we'll go with last. The last girl I hooked up with, like I told you, she's fucking was sticking her nose in my belly button. She gave me probably top 2 or 3 neck I've ever gotten, like unreal.
Because Jetski just lets the girl do it. You gotta.
No, I don't
fucking
really
take
even
control.
enjoy getting head that much. I'd rather eat a girl out.
What?
That's
than
just
get head.
absurd.
You don't enjoy like,
Okay,
but I
so-
feel like, but
Because
that
I don't
means
think girls,
you're getting
also,
whack.
I don't
head.
think I'm that. I have that. I think like something might have been botched in my circumcision where my dick is like not sensitive. Like sometimes I have to like beat the shit out of it when I jerk off.
Dude,
No.
oh, like getting
So-
head is so good.
I kind of get bored by it. I'd rather
It
just
is
fuck.
so good.
Would you do that too? Would you sign right and you don't have to do sex ever again? Just get
Fuck
blowjobs.
that.
I mean,
Getting
I
head's not-
wouldn't
I
do.
don't-
I mean, I
it
wouldn't
really
do
doesn't
that because I
look that great.
enjoy a warm.
Oh
like,
yeah,
vagina.
same. But like, you don't have to do any of the work anymore. You just get chill there.
No,
get
I mean, no,
topped
there are.
You are definitely a selfish lover.
No.
I'm not.
No,
Oh
see-
no.
There are plenty of times where I'm definitely in a mood like where I would like to just get head and like,
Yeah.
do nothing else. But I definitely wouldn't sign that away for life.
Never. I would never sign that deal. That's a 360. You don't
That's
want.
what I'm saying. I wouldn't like there have been times where I would prefer that, but I would not sign my life away to that every single time.
I think I will
Because
take.
there are so many times when you just see that butt, you just see that fucking thing, you just put your fucking hand out, you're just like, yo,
It's dog time, baby.
it's fucking time. It's time. I need to get in that ass.
I just don't think that girls, like the majority of girls, are that good at giving blowjobs. The caller daddy effect is real though, because I had a girl who blew me for. I think I told this story. Like blew me for a certain amount of time. We were like together. Not blew me for a certain amount of time. We were together. Like blowjobs, like head wasn't that great. And then we stopped talking for a little bit. And then she like did the fucking gluck thing. I swear to God. And I was like, she's like, you know where I learned that? And I was like, where? She's like, caller daddy. And I was like, all right, shout out them. They
Honestly, I've had-
but I still didn't come from the blowjob, but it was good. But also, like, I just also don't give them enough time. I think I get bored of it and just like, I'd rather just fuck.
Nah, yo, if it's right, I'm laying back knowing like I'm a nut, and then we're gonna have some regroup time, and then we'll fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
That's
maybe.
I mean, if the neck is just like fire, like you're necking me is like.
Especially if it's the
I haven't
morning
had
time.
some
too.
fire neck in a minute. I need
That's
some neck.
I can't believe you said you haven't nutted from blowjob since 2015.
I know.
Yeah, that's not even a lie. I could tell you exactly
honestly- I'm
the
a-
girl
I'm
who
actually-
it was and where I can
I'm
tell you where I
actually
was.
like I'm low key like the opposite. I almost like that's like my preferred way of nutting.
Yeah, I would
no,
love
I'm
to
saying
get,
even, but I'm saying even like after sex, like I'll be like, yo, like
It was-
I want neck.
And
to
it was,
finish.
but it was the best head I ever had.
in
I would-
2015. She
I mean,
sucked the soul out of me.
I can't believe you haven't
Swallowed
had
everything.
a blowjob where you nutted in 4 years.
Since the Mets were in the World Series.
That's preposterous.
That's probably why.
swear to God, bro, I'm telling you.
Dude, you got to break it for me. That's why the Mets won't win the World
That's
Series.
literally 2015.
Shout
was
out
like,
Victoria Riley.
2015
Leave
was
her
when I
name
like
out, but she's the
started
girl.
college.
God damn it, Victoria. Blow him again. Blow him again. We need another World Series.
You have to bleep that out.
Jesus, because now I'm
Shout
thinking, I'm
her
like,
out.
yo, you haven't like. That's little. Wait, what was the date? What 2015?
It was probably July, some 2015. Remember the story I told? I shouldn't even
It's
say
the day
this.
we signed Cespedes.
Remember the story? The
July
story I
30th.
told you about, like I passed out and like accidentally put in a girl's ass. I think it was like one of our first podcasts we talked
Yeah,
about it.
yo,
It was that girl. And she
you
gave me
literally
the best head
haven't.
ever.
Have you ever had a blowjob that you nutted since before? That was literally before I had my first day as an Ohio State student.
Cespedes was a Detroit Tiger.
It was before my junior year of college. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I've got. I've had quite a few blowjob nuts since then.
I've had none.
Quite a few.
Literally
like a
none.
lot. That is crazy to me. I guess because I like need it. Like I like that's just like.
But dude, I've gotten head a bunch of times from a bunch of different girls.
I know,
and,
I
like,
believe you.
Fucked a bunch of different girls, but they just like.
I feel like you're mad in your head though. That's the thing.
I am mad. It's a thing. It shouldn't be.
You
a
probably
thing.
like feel bad.
That's
You're like,
such
no, no,
like
come up
that's
here,
such
come
like
here.
tough.
Yeah, 'cause
love.
I don't.
I just feel like that's such.
I don't
like
really
a
enjoy it.
tough,
I'm just
like-
fine with have sex. Like your head's
I
not
just
good.
feel like that's such a tough. Well, yeah, of course. Like I've been there, but I just feel like I've had like pretty like you. I feel like for I would say majority of the time, it's usually good enough that I'm like bet.
Right. If there's ever not time, I'll be
Like
like,
if it's
yeah,
like that
come
bad,
on.
yeah, I'm definitely giving the girl the tap.
I also think I
You ever
have a
give the- you ever give the
desensitized
little
penis.
shoulder tap.
Yep.
Honestly, I've had to give those when after you fuck, like when you're drunk, then you get like the whiskey dick and you know you're not
Yep.
gonna nut, and then you just give her the tap so you don't get to that embarrassing point where she's just sucking your really small flaccid dick,
Yeah,
and that's such a vulnerable feeling.
that happened to a bunch of my
Once,
friends.
if
with
after we
hookers,
fucked,
'cause they
I
were
remember
too
that's
coked
happened to me
up,
a
not
few
me.
times. In college, it happened to me bad, like twice. And the one and I could tell she was just chasing the nut, and I thought I was gonna, and then I just didn't.
That's the worst.
And then if I just saw it getting soft and soft, I just had to give her the tap in the shoulder.
And you get their little
And
accordion
then-
thumb
and
penis.
then they always feel bad because then they feel like it's them. And then I like give her the tap in the shoulder. I'm like, yo, like it's like I'm just like basically breaking the news to her, like, oh, like try to make her feel better. I've got whiskey dick. I just can't. That was good. She says so then that she's trying to kiss on your chest or whatever, trying to be like
and she doesn't.
almost
know
trying to
how.
spruce you back up, like she wants to go back down. I'm just like, yo, like because now I'm like dead soft. Now I'm limp.
That's what like one of the it's not even getting soft is it's like the bad part, like going soft on a girl. It's like just telling her like this is not gonna happen. Like
Yep.
just stop here.
That's you literally.
And then they keep trying like, yo, stop.
I know, and it's such like a bad because it's such a weird feeling because it's like you feel like a loser, but at the same time I've talked to enough girls to know that it like they feel like a loser too.
Do they feel bad about
Because
it? Like,
no,
we're
they
not good
feel
enough for
bad.
you.
That's what they think. They think like it's literally because of them. They think you're like they're
Not
not
attracted to you.
not attractive enough,
Yeah.
or like not doing like not good in bed.
Sometimes that isn't the reason.
It's happened before.
Majority of time, it's either too much alcohol or too much blow.
It's happened to me with one girl where I literally had just fucked her a bunch of times, and I literally just kind of like mid fuck, I like got hard, kind of lost it, and then just realized like I was like I'm so over this. I had like an epiphany. I had a legit epiphany. I was like I'm just over it. I went soft. I was just like yo, like it's not gonna happen. Like
I had a couple times in
never
college.
spoke again.
It's like I had a long day of studying. I took Adderall and then like went to go hang out with a chick. And Adderall's the same as like any stimulant. It just kind of shrinks your penis up. And but I was so like focused off the Adderall on like her naked and like so horny because of that. But my dick just it was like there was a disconnect between my dick and my body. And I just couldn't get
that's
hard.
the worst.
That sucked. And it wasn't even like I
That
was
is
fucked up,
the
so I could just like, fall
worst.
back. It was like I was so locked in, I couldn't do it. These bastards.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that's about it. My penis got really
Yeah, that was
soft.
a lot of.
This is the part where we're like, well, that was a very original 808 Smoke Breaks
That was
episode.
too much sex.
That's what you get when you come to this podcast. That's what you sign up for. That's what you know every now and then, basically like every time.
Every time
That's
we talk,
something like
we talk
that's
about
gonna happen.
sex somehow.
That might be more extended than our usual
Jerk,
off
5-minute jerk
off
off.
the rails, jerk the rails rant. I don't know what the fuck to call
Off
it.
the rails jerk off rant.
Yeah, or just like attempting to get pussy and being soft, getting pussy, getting apparently Jetski.
I think we should embrace it though.
Apparently, no, I love it. Apparently, Jetski just gets really whack head, which
I
is
do kind of get
he
whack
attracts
head.
girls that give fucking lazy ass neck.
You know what? I think a lot of it though. Hot girls, I think sometimes give bad head. Because I
Oh,
think,
that's
because
definitely
they
fair.
think they don't
But
have
see,
to.
but I've had like better looking girls that give good head though.
Yeah, the girl that gave me the good head was hot, but yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing.
What was her name again?
Victoria.
You gonna believe it out again?
Victoria, we need another
Riley.
World Series, baby!
you have to go.
Top
She's a very
Jetski
nice
for a
girl.
Mets
She,
World
didn't,
Series.
she wouldn't deserve that.
Maybe she taught me we'll get a Yankees World Series.
Maybe I don't know.
I think we're gonna get a Yankees World Series without anyone topping me, honestly.
Yeah, they're fucking.
But I would love some top as the
Juicy
Yankees
balls
win the
this
World
bitch.
Series. That'd be nice.
Should we come back with the fucking high thought?
Yeah, let's go get
This
higher.
is a good one,
I've been
guys.
high this whole episode, but let's go get a little
So have
higher.
I, but make sure you guys fucking stick it out through this part. We should probably put this to a disclaimer in the beginning. We have a very interesting high thought, and someone might be stalking both me and Ev.
This is honestly, this is box office stuff. I'm not gonna say it, actually it's not box office, but
It's fucking interesting.
it's wild. It's some wild shit went down. Jetski had to hit my FaceTime. I was mid gambling stream. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. He hit me up. Couldn't answer at the time. We ended up FaceTiming after on the way home. We may be getting stalked. Maybe getting catfished. A lot of shit's going on. We're gonna go get smacked, and we're gonna break down this whole debacle, this whole situation. We're back.
Here we go. We're back.
Back a little higher.
We're off the pens today.
Yeah, I honestly want to go smoke some weed, but someone wants to go play fucking basketball. Who the fuck wants to do that?
I do. I want to be a fucking athlete.
I am an athlete. Have you checked my Instagram bio?
What does it say?
Athlete. No, I'm joking. Not my bio, but the
Your business page.
yeah, my business page.
I like-
I just have it as athlete.
I like that. That's mad funny.
So yeah, basically, I'm a professional athlete.
You know the wax, like people are thinking that this whole vape controversy is about jewel pods, and they're actually wrong. It's about fucking black market weed carts that people are just making themselves and putting like a chemical in that's killing people. So you're all fucking idiots. Jewel till you die. Fuck big tobacco, man. Fuck
Hear
the
that? I just blew-
fuck
I
the
just
system.
blew some of my real
Fuck
weed
the
card.
government. Smoke your
TKO.
menthol and your
I
mangoes.
just blew out some of my weed TKO cart right into this mic.
Yeah, it's probably not a real cart. You're gonna die.
It's definitely a cart. 'Cause I only get that real, that good. You feel me?
Yeah,
You
I
heard?
feel you. I
You
feel
heard?
you. Yurt.
So, I mean, we teased it coming into our smoke break. You started because you were the one who like made this whole thing. I'm a normal person. When people DM me weird shit on accounts that have no profile picture, have no followers, and follow 14 people, I usually don't respond. But you decide to engage with them.
Because I thought it was fucking you.
So the floor is yours.
Okay.
You think what?
At first, I did. I thought it was one of you guys fucking with me.
All right.
At first.
Proceed.
Anyway,
Proceed.
to give a background on what he's talking about. So last Thursday night, a week ago, I was sitting in my apartment. We were making fucking, I think like chicken and peppers or making dinner. Not a big deal. And I put up an Instagram story of my roommates like pegging each other with a ping pong ball. Not sexual in any way. Not really that interesting.
Kind of weird.
Kind of a weird video. I was high. And someone, a random account, the account is Hugh, HBUGHNFFCB. The account currently has is following 17 people, 0 followers, 0 posts, 0 profile picture, clearly a burner. Some weirdo
Yeah.
which made a random account. Okay. So this random account, I'm going to call him Hugh Buff. That's not really not how it sounds, but I'm going to call him Hugh Buff.
Hugh Buff CFP.
Hugh Buff CFP. That's like how what my mind arranged it as, even though that's not how it's spelled. Said, I thought you'd be smaller, LOL. Your nudes aren't bad at all. Wow. I thought it would be really small. LOL, sorry. So I saw this. I was like, what the fuck? So I respond, what the fuck you saying? You ain't seen my dick, weirdo. And then they responded, it's on LPSG forum. It's not a bad look at all, surprisingly. So then I said, which is weird for me to say this, I said, what is LPSG forum? Send link. And people are going to ask me, why are you responding? Why are you asking to send the link? Because here's why. At one point in time in my life, I used to fire dick pics off like they were fucking Pez coming out of like a fucking Pez dispenser back in the day. I used to fire dick pics off like they were Facebook likes. I did not give a fuck about who got them. I would on Snapchat, if I was single and like talking to a girl and she sent me like a cute pic, and I would just go dick pic full face, like it would work. The girls would like it, whatever. It was cool. But I also was sending them to porn stars. Like if you will go into my DMs back in like 2015 to Rachel Starr, Lisa Ann, Kennedy Lay, Tori Black, all of them have the same picture of me with my leg up, like smiling into the camera, asking if my body was up to industry standards. It was a full-on, like full frontal nude picture. It wasn't even a dick pic. It was a nude picture. I was reckless. I was 19 years old. A lot of pictures of my dick were getting sent out. So it wouldn't be out of the realm of my dick being on internet form. I totally expect my dick to be out there on internet form. I just don't want a dick that's not mine to be out there parading as my dick on internet form. I know what I'm packing. I don't have a huge dick, but I have like a fat medium. You know, it's not that long, but it's got a little density to it. So I wanted to make sure that it was my medium-sized penis. And
you sound insecure.
No, it's not. It's not me being insecure. Trust me. I'll post my dick pic on Twitter like when I hit 20K. No, I won't do that. Actually, never mind. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not at all insecure about my penis. I just want to make sure that it was a girl, the girl who posted my picture, or the guy who posted my picture. Not that I've been saying dick pics to guys, was not like taking some picture of Google Images like tiny dick and posting it in the same way. Jetski. That's it.
So when you reach out to me.
So then I reached out to. I started thinking. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna continue the story. So I keep kind of going back and forth with this person. Like, send me the picture of the link. I want to make sure it's me. Like, I don't care if my dick's out there. Just like send me the link. And they're like, just giving me this weird back and forth. And they like saying like, maybe if you can help me rub one out on my clit, I'll send you a picture. And then I was like, what kind of girl like says clit in sexting? I've sexted girls like maybe like twice before in my life, and they've never used the word like clit in excess of fucking three times in a conversation. So they keep going back and forth telling me to like basically help them masturbate, and then I finally stopped fucking answering, and they just kept sending me like 6 messages at a time, like, why didn't you help me come? Why didn't you help me come? I would have showed you the pictures in the link. So it was either one, like, I thought one of someone fucking with me at first, and then when it got a little too serious, I was like, this is probably just a dude, like a horny, weird gay dude, like, hitting me up. There's no way a girl would say this, trying to get me to send dick pics. But then, before I came to that conclusion, I was like, what if it's Colin or Ev, knowing that I'm like a fucking weirdo and always talk about my cock, and they're trying to fuck with me and like tell me my dick's posted online. This is before it was asking to fucking send dick pics. So I called Colin. He fucking dubbed my call and just sent me to the voicemail. I called Ev. He answers, and I was like, bro, you're not DMing me from this random account, right? And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, no, you FaceTime me when I was on a live gambling
Oh,
stream.
okay, yes.
And I was like, yo, like, what's good? Like, I was like, I can't talk right now. I'm doing a show, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I FaceTimed you when I got in the Uber on the way home, and you fucking started. When you said the handle, it rung a bell. So I went back in my DM and I realized the same account sent me a DM on August 23rd at 7:37 a.m. that reads, and I quote, "Your dick looks huge." I didn't respond.
You buff, baby.
I didn't accept it, but I greatly appreciated it. Now, on Thursday, which was that day, Thursday at 7:53 p.m., they wrote again, and I quote, "I heard your dick is huge." Again, really appreciate it. Great compliment.
That was last Thursday at 7. So they DM'd you first. They DM'd me at Thursday at 10.
So if they want to sit there and if you want to sit there and tell me how big you either think my cock is or heard it is, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. I'm not a weirdo like Jetski. I don't respond. They've actually gone on to message me after that. Actually, it was that night, 1 a.m, after there was a video of me on Barstool Bet's Barstool Bet's Instagram story. And he responded to it and said, and I quote,
"Yes, man.
How big is that cock? Wow."
See, you're getting much better things than I was. They were just saying your dick is posted online on a fucking message board. Like, I'd rather have some girl or guy, I don't care, tell me I have a big cock than say my dick is on the internet for everyone to see.
Well, I mean, probably because you're freaking out like this, like a weirdo. I mean, I don't get DMs like this all the time, but I get random DMs just like that are
okay, but he went way more OD with me than he did to you.
Because you were responding every fucking thing.
You're talking.
And then they started saying
I don't respond to people unless they.
I never do either, but this is a weird circumstance. I've never had someone say my pictures were posted online. I don't know if it was. I just want to get to the bottom and make sure
They're
it was me.
actually still on my wave. They sent one this Saturday from the Barstool that I reposted it from the Barstool main account story of me funneling a beer at the West Virginia College.
What'd they say? I can't wait to funnel a beer out of your cock.
They said, and I quote, "Can I get on my knees for you?" Then
they said to me today, "Still masturbate to your pics daily."
Then a second message, "Hey, you deserve a slut." And I said, "Wow, HBUGHNFFCB. That's very kind of you. I think I agree. I think I do deserve a slut as well."
Well, this slut told me that I'm longer than Ev. They said your pictures were posted online too anyway. They said, "You're longer than Ev. I give it to you, but just thick." Because I guess they like you because you're thick.
Hey.
I don't know.
I got a thick cock.
But the reason that they fucking like this sparked something weird to me is because they talked about Ev's loaf to me. They're like, Ev has a loaf. You have a long cock.
I
was like,
I do have a
only
loaf. That's
we talk
true.
about the loaf. I feel like exclusively here. I don't know if you ever talked really about the loaf in your blogs
it's
and like that.
Not really, not in blogs, but I think people have started to notice that I do have a large ball sack.
But I think it's someone
whenever I do these Twitch streams now and I sit in the front, the people on the stream are just like, "Yo, this dude's little." So I think someone said today I was on the Twitch
large
show.
ball sack.
I think someone said today that my bulge looked like it was in 3D.
That's
Which was a great compliment. I've a massive loaf.
Okay, so they used the word loaf, and I was like, it has to be someone listens to the podcast if they said loaf. So that's why I was like, do we have an inside fucking mole in here that's like trying to like do some weird shit, or is it a listener who? Do we have like a slutty fetishized listener who just like wants to fuck us because of the podcast? But like, if it's a girl, reveal yourself. Like actually, like slide into our DMs if you're what were we gonna H-ball, B Hugh? We're calling his name.
We're calling him Hugh Buff.
Hugh Buff.
Hugh Buff CFB.
If you're Hugh Buff, if you're the man or woman behind the account, I assume you're listening right now. Please show yourself. Like I just want to know who you are. I really just. If you're a girl, that's awesome. If you're a guy, awesome too. Probably won't really respond after you reveal yourself if you're a guy. So don't do that. But what do you think the odds are that this is a guy? Contacting both of us for our cocks.
100%.
100% guy.
100%.
It's got to be a dude.
It's a dude because of the spelling. The way you look at how the conversation you were having with that guy, the way he spells, or
just types. You're saying like
no, like this no girl talks like that, spells like that.
Unless it's like a girl with autism or something.
Exactly.
Or maybe it's a guy with autism. Are we getting someone like mentally handicapped in our DMs?
No.
It's almost like a scientific sex. It's like you have a thick cock. I would love it. I would love for you to masturbate my clit. Rub my clit. Please send a picture and I will rub
It's
my
just
clit.
some weird fucking dude.
Yeah, I know, but who types like this? Who does this shit?
I don't know. People you fuck with.
No, I don't fuck with any of that. It just kind of is striking me. I've never had like a weird. I'm sure this is what it's like to be like a hot girl on Instagram all day long. You do shit. This is why I was like taken aback because it was my first ever experience with something like that, like some type of stalking. It's very interesting.
You entertained it.
I did entertain it.
You entertained the fuck out of it.
I did. I enabled.
You gave him what he wanted.
I enabled.
He was probably jerking off
Like
every single
you
fucking
spent
text
your
you
night
sent.
that night generally worrying that your nudes were leaked.
Yeah.
I was also with my roommates. We were drunk. We were laughing. Like it was funny responding and all this shit. Like to kind of keep them going. And I did go on the website too. Like look for the pictures, but I couldn't find them. But it was one thing that kind of made me feel good though. So they were like, it's in the models and celebrities section of the forum. I'm like, I'm definitely not a model or celebrity, but I'll take it if I'm posted there.
Yeah.
I'm an athlete.
They did say you were on the athlete section.
I'm an athlete.
Yeah.
Jetski called me at midnight, and I ducked it because I thought he was asking me to come in at 7 a.m. and film for Barstool Breakfast.
Oh, I do need you to do it tomorrow, though. Can you do it?
I'm going to Dallas.
Fuck! All right, I'm fucked. All right, well, the Gentleman's Friday video will be delayed tomorrow. Just letting you all know that. But yeah, I guess it is a guy. We have to accept it. How should I shouldn't have entertained it. I shouldn't keep going back and forth. I'm weird for doing that for sure. But what should we feel as moving forward? Should we be at all worried about our lives? Or do we have Stalker, or is it just water under the bridge? Doesn't matter.
I've never been less worried about anything.
You're
in my
still
life.
worked up about it.
I've never been less concerned
kinda
about
flattered,
anything
I'm
in
not-
my entire life.
All right.
I couldn't be less concerned.
So you're not worried that one day we're gonna have like someone like pop up at like like if there's like a bar event or something, they'll be like, "Hey, it's me." What's his name again?
Hugh Buff.
Hugh Buff.
I keep forgetting the name.
Hugh Buff CFB.
What would you do if you at a club and someone like tickles your ear and they go, "Hey, Ev, it's Hugh Buff 69." That wasn't even C69.
I would probably just I'd look at him and I would just be like, well, this is weird.
What if it's a bad bitch?
I'd be like, bet.
Hey, it's Hugh Buff.
As you can tell by my demeanor,
She's just a
very-
bodybuilder. It's Hugh Buff.
Yeah, it probably is a bodybuilder chick who does steroids and has a big clit. That's why she keeps talking about clits.
You think you could fuck with a
bodybuilder
with
chick?
Like I'm talking super bodybuilding bitch.
Nah, I don't want to pull out and nut on a six pack.
Like that's I'm
That's
saying
gross.
I'm saying not like I'm not saying not like fit. I'm saying like real like I'm saying like
A bodybuilder
she's
chick.
got a yoked biceps, tries
Like implants on top of like huge like pecs. Yeah, no,
yeah,
can't
like
do that.
pecs on her tits.
Could do a tone girl, but not bodybuilder.
Bodybuilder's disgusting. I don't.
one of my
You fucked the bodybuilder chick?
No, hell no. One of my friends in college used to fuck with this girl that did like powerlifting and shit. So when you look at her, she's strong, but
It's in their legs.
Yeah, she's not like crazy like built or anything. And she used to do wrestling in high school.
Oh, one of those ones.
And
Come on.
he told me. So one time they were like hooking up. They had like fucked. They were like still naked, kind of just like hanging out, whatever.
And she pinned him.
Hear this? So they start fucking around again. They low-key start playing around. They start grappling. He wrestled in high school too. He starts grappling. He said she kind of like she kind of just like shot the leg like went down.
Shot a double leg, yeah, probably.
Shot the leg and then just like starts sucking his dick.
That's sick. That sounds like some weird shit
I thought it was
KB would do.
the funniest shit in the world.
She just hits a swing single to a blowjob.
I think if someone did that to KB, he would just instantly nut. That's like his fetish. Like a girl just goes for like a one-leg tackle, and then she kind of just puts his dick in her mouth.
That's awesome, actually. That's kind of fire.
Yeah, when he said it, it was literally the way he told it was so
I thought you were
funny.
gonna say she fucking suplexed him and like broke his back.
No, he was just like, yeah, we started grappling, and then she just kind of like went for a leg sweep, and she just started sucking my cock.
It's interesting because you see like a masculine or a super muscular woman, you kind of probably automatically write them off as a lesbian, but you realize like there are like bodybuilder chicks, like this bodybuilder porn, like those girls want to get fucked, and they just want to probably get fucked by a juice head. There's more juice head than them, but I don't think I could do that.
I don't like
hitting from the back probably
whenever
hurts.
I think about it, I always just think of Johnny Drama in Entourage. He was fucking with some like ripped ass chick in the beginning for a minute.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And she used to fucking she would just fucking like yoke him up. It was pretty funny.
If this is a bodybuilder chick DMing us, then I'm willing to meet up with you, and I'm willing for you to train me because I need to get back in the gym. But I'm not gonna send you any dick pics.
I'd grapple with her if she was down to suck my dick after.
Yeah, I'd do that. I'd definitely be down.
That'd be
down
tight.
with that. But
because it's so funny because never was a wrestler, and after he said it, I was so oddly intrigued by it. Like I was like, damn, that would be kind of funny.
If it was one motion,
that's
shoot.
literally what she did. She like shot for the leg sweep, like she went down.
No hands.
I think what she did was see, I don't know. You wrestled, right? I don't
She probably
know.
shot a swing single.
See, I don't know the terminology. I think she like shot for like the one leg kind of tackle, like kind of like one leg around and then kind of just like put her mouth on his cock, like just in one swift motion.
Well, he's probably a bad wrestler then for not being able to sprawl out on that, but maybe he just want to get head.
He also was just chilling, just dick out, just butt naked. I mean, they were mid grapple.
You can't knock it.
That's such a
Yo.
I just wish I could like see a video of that in like a porn or something. I just think that'd be so funny.
There's definitely porn to that.
If you could do it in one swift motion, all of a sudden you think you're grappling. Next thing you know, you're just getting necked off. You're just getting some neckington.
It was always weird in high school when we would play we would wrestle a team. I only wrestled till like 9th grade, but even in middle school when we'd wrestle a team and they would have a girl on their team or on the sidelines. Just like I understand like you want to be able to do have the same amount of sports teams and have everyone have equal opportunities, but it's such an awkward thing for a fucking like 12-year-old, 13-year-old like middle school kid to have to go wrestle a girl when like you're just like fucking learning, like, you're just hitting puberty and stuff. Like you gotta touch a girl like that, like you shoot her, you make it fucking hard. Like it's weird, and it's also the worst case scenario of like ever possible wrestling, because if you lose, you fucking lost to a girl, and if you win, wow, you just beat up a chick. Like
You can't win.
it's
There's no winning.
the only way you win is to forfeit. You just don't do it, which sucks.
There's literally no winning in that scenario. It's got like I can imagine.
No way. Want to talk about any tracks we were feeling lately? I think we both played the Juice WRLD track, NBA YoungBoy x Juice WRLD, Bandit.
Sorry, Juice WRLD NBA YoungBoy Bandit track. The video was directed by Cole Bennett. I thought it was pretty fire. Juice WRLD looks fat as fuck.
The song's song's very fire. Big fan.
It's a very like repetitive hook, but funny. He goes, "I don't need no Molly to be savage, but when I'm off the Molly, I feel savage."
It's just kind of funny how anything Juice WRLD says just goes, and he probably freestyled the whole thing.
I guess I'll just say this. I really like the Babies album.
I
A few songs. I love. It's so awesome, kind of hearing the. Even though I liked it more live, the XXL Freshman freestyle.
Yeah, made it into an actual track.
The song he just called XXL, which I like that song a lot. I think maybe the best song off it is called Toes, the one with Baby and Moneybag.
I really like the one with Stunning for Vegas.
That one's really good. Really,
that's my favorite song off the album.
Bop I like a lot. Vibes. I like the one with Kevin Gates too. The one with Kevin Gates, Pop Star, is really good.
My only discrepancy is that intro is completely different than all of the other songs in the album. And if he he talked about like, oh, this is gonna be like the Carter 3. It was not like the Carter 3.
Nah, not at all.
But
Not at
if
all.
he had put out a whole album of songs like Intro, like if that theme and like introspective, it would have been, because that song's fucking phenomenal. I love that song. But I think as a hard like party song, really is the best one with Stand Up for Vegas. I just love when Stand Up for Vegas goes like, all my neighbors white folks, they be counting chickens. What does he say? I killed the beat 4 times because I signed to a killer, something like that. He just says I killed the beat 4 times because I signed to a killer, and like Lil Baby killed someone in Walmart. So I fuck with that line heavy.
I love the Baby's becoming one of my like favorite rappers. Like
So excited to see him at Rolling Loud.
I think he has maybe like my favorite rap voice right now.
So crisp.
I think Trill Withers, shout out Trill Withers. I think maybe one of his best tweets, or one of my favorite tweets of all time that he tweeted, was that when Mahomes gets his big contract, he should just give like 20% of it up to DaBaby to like trade voices.
Yeah, yes he should.
And I was like, yo, imagine. I was like, if Patrick Mahomes had DaBaby's voice, he would just like take over the world.
It's such a shame that he's got that voice, but I kind of like it.
I mean, he's just the best. He just is like the most insane. He's probably the most physically gifted quarterback the planet's ever seen. His voice just stinks.
Do you think it stinks though? Because it's unique. I don't know if it really stinks that bad.
It's not good. It's bad. It's not good. It's not like crazy, but it's like
it would just be hard like for.
It's pretty bad.
It's obviously not an issue, but I'm saying for your teammates to take you seriously, like with you're like, come on, guys, we gotta get down to the field 4 quarter. You know what I'm saying?
That's what there's even one they showed they showed a speech he did before his game-winning drive against Detroit, and that was how I felt listening to it. Like I was just like, yo, like his voice just sounds mad weird.
Maybe he should get like a fucking vocal transformer, like when people get their like smoke their throat away and they have to talk out of that box. Maybe he should do that.
Just give DaBaby like $40 million and just have a voice transplant.
Or he should just have a translator for anything he wants to say, and DaBaby will be his translator.
Fucking DaBaby, man.
DaBaby will be at Rolling Loud. I will be at Rolling Loud this weekend. I thought these two fucks were going to go, but they dropped the ball, didn't get press passes, didn't get tickets, so we will not be shooting any content there. But I will be there. I
have to gambling shit all day Friday. I'm going to have to Saturday. Actually, I'm going to be doing gambling content here all day Saturday. I'm going to have to be here on Sunday, too. The Yankees are playing for the stream. Sorry, I'm going to be working. I'm going to be working. He's going to be working. I'm going to be working.
I'm going to be
just
working.
hanging out.
I'm going to be mingling with the people. I'm going to keep my ear to the streets. Well, if you see me at Rolling Loud in New York City, you happen to see me out there, come say what's up. You fuck with the podcast, you fuck with the music. Show me some love. I'll probably be on acid, but hopefully I'll be able to talk to you.
I don't do acid anymore. It's in my past. I did it once. It's in my past.
I love acid.
I'll never do it again, but I didn't have a bad time when I did it.
Cool. I'm glad.
That's a story for another time, but I'll have to give that story. Maybe I don't even know if I've told. Maybe I have.
Let's do it next week. Let's open up with your acid story.
All right, I'll tell the story. See, there's a few drugs I've done once. I did ecstasy once. I've done acid once. Both had very good times doing them. Probably won't do either of that again, most likely.
Because of a negative experience, or just because it's one and done?
I think I'm just grown past it. I'm 25. I think I'm only a weed and alcohol guy now.
I respect you for being able to make that decision. I'm 24 years old, and I'm going to still dabble in psychedelics from time to time.
Definitely not psychedelics.
I like psychedelics.
If I was to do one again, it would be ecstasy over acid.
I would do it both at the same time. Candy flip.
You're bugging.
That's awesome. It's called candy flipping. It's fucking phenomenal.
I know it is. You're bugging.
All right.
Now we're I was about to close out the show.
Close it out.
Now we're talking about candy flipping.
Close it out. Save it for this time. I got to go because I got to go anyway. I got to play ball.
Thank you for listening. 808 to Smoke Breaks. Big Ev, Wayne Jetski, producer Colin Cooper on the 1s and 2s. Please follow us at 808 Smoke Breaks, Instagram, Twitter. Drop a review, subscribe on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, all that shit. Show us love. We want love. We give you love. Please give it in return. God bless. I love you. I know I love you. I can't speak for everyone else. I love you. This is the part where you say you love them too?
I love them too, I guess, unless you're the one asking me for unsolicited dick pics. Just fucking show me the link. Show yourself if you're the mystery dick pic person.
I'm a little disappointed how slow you were to tell the listeners that you love them.
I love you, listeners. I'm sorry. I should have been right
about
it. I love you. You're all I fucking got. Music is all we got. Our listeners are all we got.
Music is all we got.